All right. Well, good evening because I didn't make a video this morning. I wasn't I wasn't really sure what I was going to make, so I had to take all day to think about it. I hurt. Oh my gosh. So I did that yoga, the light stretching, mostly breathing, easy. The doctor said you're going to have to try new things, put yourself out there, work through the pain as long as your legs don't get numb. That's what they told me. Um, and it was really easy and it was really nice. And I haven't done yoga in a while. And today, oh my gosh, do I hurt? Like for real. I went to physical therapy and they just massaged me and like did like the traction thing. Oh, anyway, so and I noticed. Look at my scar. My entire family. Nobody knows how I got that scar. So if it was you, tell me. No, I'm just kidding. Not kidding about not knowing. I really don't know how I have that scar. But today, sorry, made a little, my esophagus, it leaks. It doesn't completely close. I suffered from heartburn for 20 years, starting at a very young age. And I would have, if I would lay down, the stomach acid would go up into my mouth, and it was awful. I think they call it GERD. Um, so that's what that sound was. I'm laying in a certain way. I'm trying to. It hurts right in my sternum. Baking soda water. If anybody suffers from heartburn, I promise you, I choose to do about a quarter to a half a cup of water, and about a teaspoon to a tablespoon of baking soda. Stir it in and take it back. And yes, of course, it tastes gross. Of course. It's baking soda, so it's super salty. However, how many of you have drink alcohol or taken shots? Like, that's what's so funny is like when you take apple cider vinegar and you're like, oh my god, it tastes awful, and I don't want to do that. I'm like, do you take shots of tequila or anything? Because it probably has the same effect. But somehow, because we don't, because it will, help us, we don't want to do it. We only want to take things that are awful and are bad for us. But that's okay. Anyway, so yes, baking soda water, which I will take. Look, you guys like my homemade treasure bag shirt? It was clear. It was a clear backing, but turned white. Or maybe this was the white one that I thought was clear. I don't care. I'll wear it anyway. You let me know if you want a treasure bag um, iron-on transfer. I'll send you one. All right? You iron it on something. Um, which brings me to the next thing of thank you. You guys have been so supportive of me in these videos. Like I was really kind of like, should I do this? Should I say this? And I was like, yeah, sure. My astrology, um, my Virgo rising, and Libra. Well, Virgo says right now, do your creativeness. So I'm working on a painting, which we can talk about that maybe tomorrow. Okay, so what I want to, I know. What I want to talk about is being afraid, because I have been afraid a lot and still am afraid often. And specifically, I want to talk about my children. Um, I, like many of us, have taken pictures and videos of my kids their whole life, right? See, did you hear it? It was, oh. I've been taking pictures and videos of them the whole life. And as probably everybody knows, I'm divorced. And so since then, that time, I have not gone back and really looked at those videos, because the times that I did, it's been 5 years, I get really sad, really sad that like, oh man, you know, and and I wouldn't do it. And I haven't watched those videos with my kids either. On top of that, and I know other families, go back and watch videos because they're cute and fun. It's the kid, and that's what you do, and you watch the videos. Mine, I'm like, I take it and leave it over there. So anyway, I recently found those pictures, and I was going through them, and it was really nice. We did up until I think 2 years old for Matea and 3 for Dylan, and it was great, and it was a lot of fun, and it was things that they didn't remember, and so it's really wonderful, and the reason why I was afraid, because I had sadness regarding that change, right? The change of them, and somehow, and they're good kids. I'm very proud of them. I always think that, like, oh my God, I fucked them up, right? Because of everything, like, oh. But, and also, like, don't want to take any kind of positive credit of like, oh, they're really great because of my parenting and Kristen's parenting too. It's been great to co-parent with her, and seriously couldn't couldn't ask for better of that. So she's been wonderful. And I know a lot of you guys are both of our friends. So, and I was afraid to admit or to look at and to see these changes, like especially with Dylan, there's been such big changes. He's going to be 13. And, when I look at pictures of him, he was 5 and 6, and he's like, he's a cute little kid, and he's all this and this and that. And now he's like, hey, Dad, hey, and he's like, all like, he's got his hair across his face, and he's like, kind of like emo, and I'm like, what happened to the kid? What happened to this kid from 5 and 6, and he was, doing headstands and stuff. And I have to just accept that that's who he is, right? That's who he is. He's my kid. Of course he's amazing and wonderful and all that stuff. Like, of course, right? We all think that. And except for when we don't. And then we're like, da. No. I know. All right. I'm there with you. So anyway, and then like, just feeling bad. And then I'm just letting it go and letting it go. I have been doing the best I can the whole time, right? From then till now. And I have been aware of like, these moments are, he's not always going to be 3, right? He's not always going to be 4, right? And we have these like, oh, I gotta remember this. And then I, because I don't have like very specific memories of like, oh, when you were 4.5 and you did the cartwheel across the playground, like, I don't have those either. And so I have all this like, like, it feels like forced upon like guilt, and it's nobody's forcing, but because I don't have it, I feel like I'm somehow a shitty dad because I don't remember the 6th birthday party theme, and I just have to like, just let it out. I've been, here and with him and supportive, and he's doing great in school, and Matea too, the same thing, so everything that I'm saying for Dylan, I feel also for Matea, like, how I could have been this or didn't do that, or was I too lenient, or was I too strict, and all those things. And then I just want to like be okay with it, right? Be okay. Like, I have been doing my best, and I love them and they love me, and we cuddle and snuggle and tickle fights and go on hikes, and they hate my cooking sometimes, and then I'll do like mac and cheese, and it'll be the best thing in the world, and that's fine. It's all part of it, right? Like, so I just want to say, hey, I'm working on letting go of those the past fears for the potential future fears. Like, it's like a shadow of fear is pulling me back with chains of fear from the past. Like, it's ridiculous. I'm reading I'm reading a book called The Star Seed Transmissions by Raphael, right? Is at Brighton Bush Hot Springs. And found, it's just a wall of books, and they're organized in some manner that I couldn't tell by subject matter. Sorry, I do remember. And this book says Starseed Transmissions by Raphael, and I'm like, who in the fuck is Raphael? I haven't finished it, but I'm thinking that it is a transmission through a human being here on Earth that he was told things. I don't know. If you have read this book, don't spoil. 1 second. Oh, actually, you want to be in a video? I'm in a video that's going on YouTube.
Oh, never mind.
He said, "Oh, never mind. Oh, never mind." Which I told him, I'm like, "Hey, I'm making a video, so give me some time." Of course not. And I love it when they're like, I'm in the bathroom for too long, and they're like, "What are you doing?" Or I'm in my room, and they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, God. Oh, can't I just get some peace and quiet?" Oh, wait. Like, I sometimes I'm telling you, I do that. And I just put like ham it up a little bit, like, when I just love it. So, I don't know. That's all I got. That's all I got now. I feel like every second past 10 minutes, you guys are like, "What? Ugh. Ugh." No, you're not. I know. It's all good. You watch it or you don't, and and I'm doing this for me also. So I appreciate it. And, yeah,